Michigan families on the brink of homelessness were given months of protection. Now they're once again at risk during this pandemic.
Detroit's ban on evictions is over. It expired Saturday night, and many families are facing immediate removal. 7 Action News reporter Andrea Isom joins us live now. And Andrea, people are protesting these evictions in the city, calling them inhumane during a crisis.
They did, and it was really hard because people are going through so much. So many people having a very, very difficult time, and they don't know when things will ever come to an end. But today was very peaceful. The crowd was very diverse. About 75 people on hand, but guess what? You know what? The message was of one.
No work, no pay, no evictions any day.
The chants, the signs, the message is plain as day and planned with great purpose to simply say, do not kick renters out of their homes during the pandemic.
The 36th District Court is where the evictions are done in the city.
And that is precisely why a flood of folks gathered, masked on a mission to share their fear, their fury, their frustration following the expiration of the Michigan moratorium on evictions. It was lifted this past Saturday. Now some families facing being forced to leave their dwellings any day.
If they allow evictions to resume in Michigan, and in Detroit in particular, it's going to open up floodgates that's going to do real damage, not just to public health in the city, but also economic stability.
Evictions are violent.
So the Michigan Eviction Defense Organization stepped in and put on this protest to let people know they are not alone in their fight to stay where they are.
Basically helps arm people with the power to know that you are not to be illegally evicted by your landlord, to help them get their rights, to help them get the help that they need, to get to attorneys to make sure they're represented in court.
A lot of people are still waiting on getting their unemployment benefits that they applied for months ago. So to resume evictions now, while a lot of people are still waiting on help, we think is a huge mistake.
If I lose my job or my hours are being cut, how am I going to negotiate with a landlord who may say, I don't want to negotiate with you, I want my full payment? So most of these evictions are going to be done out of retaliation because the landlord is basically saying you can't stay at my house for free.
We ask that the evictions be banned until 60 days after the end of the state of emergency. The officials in the court and in the city and in the state have an opportunity here to mitigate this crisis before it happens. And it'll be a real crime if they let this opportunity slip through their fingers this summer.
So we, of course, will see what happens with all that. But let me just say this. Look, landlords need their money because that's their livelihood. Renters do not want to go out on the streets because they can't afford to live right now because they're dealing with pandemic and losing jobs, cutting hours. So we've got to figure out a way to fix this fairly. And the city of Detroit, I have to say, has been very, very proactive in trying to give people a lot of options. We're going to put that link on our website, WXYZ.com. Reporting live, I'm Andrea Isom, 7 Action News.
Yeah, a lot of people having a very tough time during this pandemic, but as you say, come to a resolution that's fair for everyone. Andrea, thank you for that live report.
Lives, livelihoods, so much to consider. Thank you, Andrea.